We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll set up to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. Hook up at 15 yards there. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Back to throw now on first down. That's to the former Cardinal, Christian Kirk. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And now an audible here into something else. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. Oh, what a move. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll try the left side with ETN. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality. and pound the rock.
On second down, ETN once more. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. That is caught. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from the 1. Mixon is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. ETN. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Decision time. Opening drive here. What would you do?
There is no decision for me. I'm the visitor. I'm on the road. I've moved the ball downfield. I've got momentum. I'm going for it right here. Look at that play sheet. Pick out your best play.
And even if you don't get it, then your defense is going to have a really good situation on the other side.
Exactly. And in fact, though, I'm not even telling my defense to get ready. I'm telling them to get ready to celebrate because we're going to score.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Get up! Set, tempo, set, let's go!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This defense for the Broncos, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. The Cardinals have 3 and 10 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On first down, Stewart. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They go play action here on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Stewart. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
60 Maverick. Buffalo 18.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by York is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now they'll audible to something else. That one a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score. DK Metcalf, 39 yards. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 5. Open man is Kirk, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Out route complete to Dulcich. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. In motion right is a running back. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. It's good to make it 17-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Off play action. Stewart. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Handoff running left is Etienne. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. Second down and 8. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Pass It's taken in by his big tight end. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll get that underneath ETN. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Travis Etienne in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, they look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Looking to throw on second down. Stewart, he's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. In motion right is Brown. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
2nd and 10. Etienne once more. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. And they're going to speed things up here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
They'll try and throw for it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Now back to throw. That's caught left side by Judy. Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw again. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now they'll change things up. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Etienne. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
Okay,
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
18 rattling. Ready.
Off the play fake. Stewart, he's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
In motion, Slayton. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going to try and throw. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. ETN up the middle. Oh, good move. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw here. That's taken in by Dulcich. Touchdown, Broncos. Greg Dulcich, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
The backup Murray, his first throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here we go, set.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as... And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Murray now. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Finds Dulcich out left side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a 1st down. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. So the completion gets them just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. And they'll run with ETN. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Travis Etienne, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Broncos stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point safely through. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set them back on 2nd. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw, it's Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Here's Murray from midfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Fights loose. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Out of the gun, here's Murray. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. To throw is Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Now Murray's got to have this one. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Broncos are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game.
There he goes, right side. Now look out, Travis Etienne. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Murray, one final try. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.